Welcome to a Minecraft 4H Basics video. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the basics about this server and getting around. So when you start for the first time on this server, you will end up in this spot right here, and this spot right here is called Spawn. Now Spawn is a protected area where Yorkshire Heart and I are building a number of different things to kind of show you how Minecraft can look, but then also provide you a way to get around. Now, if you want to play on this world, which is the survival world, you'll need to move away from spawn a little ways before you're going to be able to build, because this is a protected area. That's what this sign says right here. You need to move away from spawn to build and play. The other thing that's special about spawn, though, is that there's a command that you can use to always come back to spawn. No matter where you are, which world you're in, you can always come back to this exact spot. And the way that you do that is by typing spawn. So you start off with that slash key. I'm going to hit that right now. And you type in spawn, S-P-A-W-N, and it will teleport you right back to this exact spot, no matter where you are. Now, one of the features of spawn is this wall right over here, which lists the names of all the people that are playing on the server, and gives the names of Yorkshire Heart and myself. So if you need to contact us on Skype or send us an email, our email addresses and Skype addresses are right there, and you can either send us a message or give us a call anytime you need to. In addition, we're putting the names of all the players on the server, and if you'd like to, we can add your Skype name so that you guys can call each other whenever you want to. One of the things you'll want to be able to do while you're on this server is be able to talk to your friends, and that's done through the chat system. In order to access the chat system, what you'll do is you'll press the T button, which brings up this interface right here. So it brings up a chat bar in the bottom left down here, and then brings up all of the chat. You'll notice that if I exit the chat system, I don't see any of the past chat, but once I press T, I can see all of the chat that happened before. Once this chat box is up, I can use my mouse wheel to scroll up and see older information. And I can also use the page up and page down buttons to move up and down. The other thing you can do in chat is when you see a link, so for example, there's a link right here that gives more information about a mod that we use on this server called grief prevention. And if I click on that link, use your mouse cursor and click it on the link, which will bring up this menu right here, which says, yes, I'd like to open it in a browser, or you can copy it to a clipboard so you can paste it in your browser. Normally, I just click yes and go straight to the link. In order to say something in chat, all you need to do is type what you want to say. So I'm going to go ahead and say hello. Now the chat menu, or the chat interface, will tell you where your friends are. The first letter right here will tell you what world they are in. The second section will tell you whether or not it's either an admin, like myself and Yorkshire Heart, or if it's a member of 4H. And then finally it'll tell you their name and what they said. So this way you can have a chat with your friends. The other way that you can access the chat system is the same as what you just saw with spawn. If you type the slash key, it will also open the chat system so that you can type a command into the game. So for example, I can type in spawn and it will take me back home. One of the things you'll want to do once you've built yourself a home is you'll actually want to set that as your home so that you can teleport back there at any time using some of the server commands. So once you're in your house and you're in a good spot, what you'll do is you'll type slash set home, which will set that as your new home. And then in the future, anytime you want to, just like you can at spawn, you can type slash home to teleport back there. See, it teleports me right back to where I was. The world that you enter, where spawn is also just called the world. And this world is the game mode called survival, which means that you'll need to go out and gather your own blocks and resources in order to build, and that the hostile mobs, like that creeper that's over there in the water, will try and attack you and try and blow you up. But this server uses a module called Multiverse, which allows us to have multiple different types of worlds. So at spawn, if you go downstairs, you can see that there are a number of portals that take you to different places. One of the first portals you probably want to check out is this one in the middle, and it's called the creative world. And you can go to the creative world just by going and bumping into it, and that will take you to this world right here. And you can see someone's already built themselves a diamond home. And in this world, you're on creative mode. In creative mode, you've got an inventory with all of the possible items you could possibly want. You don't have to gather anything, and you have unlimited resources. In addition, the monsters don't want to fight you at all. They will not even bother you. Lastly, if you fly this way for a little ways, in the creative world, you can find the spot where we did our recording for some of the other videos. So, to get back to the real world, or the main world, what you do is, again, just type /spawn, and it will take you right back to the middle of the main world. Each of these other worlds is for you to play in and explore. And these ones on this side are for exploration, so you can go in and be inspired by some of the things that other people have built. And the ones on this side are for playing games. This one is a game called Graveyard Defense, where you have to fight a whole bunch of zombies. And this one is a game called Skyblock, where you're given very few resources and you have to achieve a number of different challenges. So, one of the things about all of these worlds, except for the creative world, is that on the back of the world is a button that resets the world. So if you go into a world and it seems like it's either been already used or has been blown up with TNT or whatever else anyone else wanted to do with it, all you have to do is come back to spawn by typing /spawn, and then go to the back of the world and just click this button, wait a few seconds, and the world will be reset back to the original state.